Hi, my name is Paddy Tan. Yeah, I'm a startup entrepreneur. I did my first startup probably around the age of 17 years old. Well, I don't really call it startup during that time. It is, it was more of like when you were studying and you need to make some extra money or cash money. So for the case of mine, I started it, doing websites and stuff like that. And during that time, it was actually quite interesting because when you run a small little business just to get some cash money, you don't see yourself as startups or whatsoever. So having born in the year of 1975, I've been educated that it is actually more of running a business to make some money, and that's all. But over the years, especially for the past few decades, things have changed a lot. A lot of people start to move into startups. A couple of guys have great ideas, put it together, try it out, and then get some money here and there, get some funded, get some funds, and then probably hopefully boom. So this is also where it probably because I started quite early, learned a lot of mistakes along the way, and also at the same time, I got pretty lucky. Some folks believe in me, invested in some businesses together, and then we make some money here and there. So since then, I've been running this company called Blackstone Consulting. Well, basically, it's think of it is a consultancy firm, but we actually more of a fixer. Fixer in the sense that investors, high net worth individuals, even some of the folks who invested in startups, it didn't go well, so they call us in to help them to restructure, or even some of them are already doing pretty okay, need to scale their business up. So then question here that I always got asked is, hey Paddy, since you're already so busy running this and that, you have your own startups that you invested in, you're helping them, but yet at the same time, why are you still spending some time with, mentoring for free? Or even helping companies, especially those not funded yet, just started, facing lots of problem. That means they don't have any financial backers, they're on their own. So why are you spending time on that? Because as we all know, running a startup, especially in the beginning stage, failure rate is high, very, very high. It's as good as almost about 90+%. So can you imagine putting a dollar in with a chances of getting zero back? We are not talking about putting a dollar in, getting 10 cent back. No, because when that is the money getting back. But when you're running a company of a startup, the chances of failure is actually very, very high. So folks always ask, so why are you spending time with them? Why are you investing your own resources, time, and help them? Well, truth to be told, it's never easy to run a startup, as we all know. But I do hope that I can actually help to increase, okay, the chances of their survival. Not increase the chances of failure, increase the chances of survival. Why? Because if you help to increase the chances of survival, the 90+% may actually be reduced drastically. Okay, I know it sounds a bit weird, sounds a bit crazy, but here's the thing. If you apply 80-20 rules, sometimes the 90% plus of failure rate is not because of its 90+%. It can probably be just 20% of the activities that you have done that causes 80% of the losses of the startup. So if we can somehow increases the chance, okay, of the founder to be able to increase rapidly their knowledge, their exposure, their insights, the things that they do, focusing around on them as a people, focusing on their one product, two products, or even focusing on their process. That may actually increases dramatically the chances of survival. If we were to look into a startup, if somehow, somewhere we can sort of adjust it to increase that chances by adjusting that 20%, it may actually dramatically help to improve their thought process, the way they do things, their connections, their network, and even getting themselves, more ready for the market. And that it decreases the 90% chances down and increases their chance up a lot, a lot. Well, on one hand, I came from a poor family, so I saw the way my parents, woke up in the morning, 3-4 a.m., go to somewhere, to sell their food. It's never easy. It's never easy, and that is also one of the drive that I feel that if along the way somehow somewhere, if somehow is able to offer some help, okay, it may actually change the way my parents see things. It may. It doesn't matter whether are you educated or not educated. The chances of it is that if someone who had done it or who have experienced it and able to share with you, that may actually just increases the opportunity that you may have, the choices that you have in life. I think this can actually set life a huge difference. So I'm not a saint, of course, but to me is that at least if I can help what I learn. Well, when you start your own business at the age of 17 years old, I'm 48 now. Um, 30 years, I won't say 30 years is a lot, but I think I should have some mistakes that I made, route that I went wrong, ups and down, left and right, and hopefully sharing some with some of the startup founders who just started, and eventually and hopefully when they realize that, hey, Betty, um, you make a big a small differences in my life, and there is a small impact in what I'm doing. I think that's all I need, as someone who can actually help someone that may take the chances and then believe in themselves and make a huge differences in their life later on if their startups take off or if their business take off. I think most importantly is that I also want to help someone who believe in themselves, because to be honest, the entrepreneur journey, the journey to run the startup, the journey to run the business, is actually very, very tough. So if you have someone on the side, someone to give you a bit of advice here and there, I think it will have a huge difference in their life later down the road should they survive.